$250,000 a year. That's kind of an average number that I have come up with for content creators that are in this influencer marketing space. So we're talking about the over 50 content creator and what they're making. And I'm going to dive in because I actually have one of these channels. So take a look here at Style with Serena. Serena's a really good example. I interviewed her recently for my coaching program. There's a link below. And she gave me her breakdown of around $250,000. And she told me exactly how she makes that money. Then I went down the rabbit hole studying a bunch of creators and kind of found this to look like kind of an average. And I'm building out a new channel, which I'll show you. And that is my goal, 250K. Now, you want to make more, you're going to cross platform. You're going to be on more than one platform. There's other ways, but I'm just kind of looking at all of the top over 50 creators. Now, while this video I'm going to show you today, I'm going to feature women that are doing over 50 lifestyle channels, okay? But I see so much with men doing travel and barbecuing and DIY and home repairs, men's fashion, cooking, all kinds of things. So do not let yourself think that you cannot be an over 50 creator and be a man. That is not at all what I'm saying today. That being said, this particular research, I was researching for myself. And so obviously we're going to have a whole bunch of women in this particular example, okay? Now, I'm shocked by how easy this is. Absolutely blown away. And I will break down a little bit of the process to give you an idea of whether or not this could be something for you. Now, you also could do this faceless. You could show only hands in the screen. You could show body, but not face. There's all kinds of ways. But let's just kind of focus on what most of these women are doing to make around $250,000 per year on their YouTube channels, making a couple videos per week. Okay, that's just kind of our average. Let's take a look at Style with Serena, for example. And I'll tell you a little bit about the video after we watch it. All right, let's do this Walmart summer trends one. We're not going to watch the whole video. I just want to open it so we can get kind of a
bag full of stuff. And one product that I've been using on my hair ever since I got it is this leave-in conditioner. It's by Fenty Hair. So that's Fenty Beauty, which is Rihanna's hair and makeup line. And this is called the Water Boy. It's from a distance, they look like a solid. You have to be pretty close up to be able to tell that they're a stripe at all. But I think they look really cute with this peplum style top. And
okay, now let's talk about a couple of things. Serena, she's not, she is up there as far as subscribers, but it's not the top tier. I did find someone with like 400,000 subscribers. But I do think if we can get in that pocket of a couple 100,000 subscribers over time, this is where things are really going to start to add up. Now, keep in mind that YouTube shows your videos to people that are not subscribers, and that's how you build your audience. But I am seeing that when it comes to beauty, fashion, influence, this type of style, a lot of Serena's customers are coming from her subscriber base, and you can tell when you read the comments. They're like, oh, I was hoping you would do this one, and I loved when you wore this last time. There's a dialogue going on there, okay? But remember, don't get overwhelmed. You have to start somewhere. I'm going to show you my baby channel, and you're going to laugh because it's so small. It's just starting. It hardly has any views, but that's the beautiful thing, because we can watch me document this process of being an over 50 influencer in this space. Now, I already make 6 figures in 3 other income streams that are all related to affiliate marketing. So this is in my wheelhouse. It's what I really should be doing. I'm already doing TikTok, over 50 beauty influencer, fashion influencer. So this just makes sense for me. But I'm telling you, this over 50 space is massive because there's not a whole lot of us. So it's easy to get in. That's huge, okay? Huge. I saw a woman last night I was watching. She's 83 years old, and she has a lifestyle channel. I saw a bunch of women, not a bunch. I saw several in their 70s. 50s and 60s seems to really be the sweet spot here. But when I saw 70 and 80-year-olds, I'm like, girl, you could have this decades. I could still have this business. So it's worth building. Sometimes as an over 50 creator, I feel like I'm out of time. Like oh my gosh, that's already, I'm not going to have time to build all this and spend that much time to make money. And I'm laughing going, really? These people are decades, literally decades. Not to mention, I actually made a commission the other day on one that got barely any views. So I'm going to show you exactly how this is all done. Now, if you take a look here at Serena's thumbnail, sorry, I stopped it on kind of a funny spot on her face. She probably wouldn't like it.
Beginning of the video.
Okay, there we go. So what she's got is she has a room in her house where she has made it kind of like a closet. She does all of her filming. I have the same thing, but I'm not even filming in there for this. There are spots that you can film in your house that you can just pull up a clothing rack behind you that would actually have better lighting. So she made this room and she does all of her talking head style narrations in that room. So she has her camera set up. And she does have a digital camera. She has a digital camera set up. She puts on this little wireless mic right here. And then she sits right in front of the camera in this room and she talks about the outfits that she's wearing on the split screen. Now, I did this yesterday and I'll show you mine in a minute. And at first I had fancy desktop software. I was using Camtasia. And then yesterday I realized I can do it all from my phone in CapCut. And I think it's actually easier and better. There's more features. So this is getting easier and easier and easier. And you're not going to believe it, but I'm doing mine from my phone. I ordered a fancy schmancy camera and I didn't like using it. So I went back to the phone. I will probably later invest in another camera once I kind of have my system down. But I just want you to know you can do this with your phone. Okay. You will see a difference in the clarity. And I was shooting with my front camera, not my back camera. That also makes a difference. But we can get into more of that. So take a look. So all she does is she walks down. This is her foyer. And she was telling me she likes the foyer because there's better lighting. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. I found a spot in my front space in my house that has much better lighting than any other space. So and it's got more room. So I kind of like walking out there with the camera. So this is how it looks. I'm going to let her walk out in another outfit one more time here so you can see how it works.
Next up, we're going to talk about the eyelet trend some more. And here is an eyelet dress from Free Assembly. Now, you may remember seeing this in another video of mine, but in that video, I had accidentally ordered a medium and it was just way too big.
Okay, so I don't know. I didn't ask Serena, is she trying on all of these outfits in one day? Are these multiple days and she's doing a recap? That part I don't know. Because I can tell you, like in my case, I do not like trying all the outfits on one day if I can avoid it. So I'll show you a little bit more about how I do it. But over here, take a look at her channel tags. This is a really good way to see what she's about. Fashion, menopause, Serena, 50, 40, affordable fashion, fashion over 40. You're kind of getting the idea here, right? Okay. So there are several of these women like Serena that are Southern. She's in Alabama, I think it said. That they're very polished. They're very kind of a slow draw. They have that style. That's a very popular style, but it's totally not me. Not at all. I'm going to be the girl that probably ruffles a little bit of feathers, not intentionally, because I'm in Vegas. So I'm a 50-year-old woman who does not dress like a 50-year-old woman. And I don't know how that's going to land. We're going to see. But what she does is very popular. So if you fit into here, this style does really well. Okay. Now let me show you some more. I'm going to go over here to over 50 fashion. Okay. Now she's not just doing budget though. I like her because she does all kinds. She's definitely not just doing budget. Now I want to say Marnie is probably the biggest one. When I was studying this, she's been around for a long time. She seems to have the most subscribers. Now, Marnie is another one that is very similar to Serena with the Southern style, the more polished look. So let me show you Marnie really quick. Now, the reason I'm explaining their styles is because I'm going to highly encourage you to go on and find somebody that fits your style. Don't try to be don't try to be all polished and Southern if you're not, because people are going to see right through that. We have to be authentic with who we are. And what I have noticed with Marnie is she does do very specific topics. So over here we have 25 amazing Amazon finds. 9 pieces all under $50. How to wear the summer trends. Now, I'm actually not a fashion girl. And maybe I'll become this. Like, I don't really follow the trends. I buy what I want to wear, or what I see come across my feed, or what I see somebody else wearing. Or there's a few stores that I really like what they carry. I have kind of this boho beachy, moto boho rock casual vibe, right? So for me, it's a stretch to come on here and say how to wear the summer trends, because I don't really understand the language. Now, it doesn't mean I won't become that, but what that should teach you is I'm still not afraid. Even though I'm not going to be that girl that knows every fashion. In fact, I was watching What Not to Wear the other night, and many of my new outfits are on the What Not to Wear. But, I think there's more people like me probably out there that are going to like that style. Okay. So a week's worth of casual outfits. So you can see this one was published 2 days ago, 5 days ago, 9 days ago, 12 days ago. So she's doing every 3 to 4 days, where Serena is doing twice a week. That's still every 3 to 4 days. So it kind of gives you like this summary, an idea of how many videos they're making. And then they are making these little shorts too, which is something I do, and they're super easy to do. So let's take a look really quick at Marnie right here. Let's do her most recent one. Let's do what I'm loving this month, and you should too. Okay, wait, look at the difference. Well, she just published that one. 26,000 subscriber views, 42,000 views. So one thing I've noticed as I'm studying this is many of the influencers are getting about 25,000 views. I think that's kind of a pocket. Marnie tends to go way beyond those. And again, it might be because she's been around forever. She has double the subscriber base that most of these other ones do. And so she's really a good example of kind of the top tier, in my opinion, of over 50 fashion influencers. She also very specifically sticks to fashion. She's not all over the place like some of the other ones, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. She doesn't do much with the lifestyle, where the other ones, are kind of showing you their recipes, and they're showing you when they go on a trip and they're talking about their dog. She pretty much just kind of sticks right here from what I can see in the fashion space. All right, let's do this 9 pieces all under $50, because that is a video we all could make. We don't have to know a lot of fashion to make a video like that. So let's take a look at what she did a little bit. Oh, she's doing one particular brand. I just spotted it. It's a haul. Unique, I don't even know that brand. Uniqlo haul. Usually when they do a very specific haul, like a specific brand, it's because that brand is sponsoring their video, or they noticed it's popular right now. And so this is something I would do. Like, I love Buckle. If you've never heard of Buckle, it's kind of got this boho vibe. And I would buy 10 outfits from Buckle, 10 things from Buckle under $50, and do it without a sponsorship, because I have affiliate links, which I'll show you where those are too in a moment. But you never know. She could have been sponsored. She might just want to feature that brand because it's popular. Oh, I think let's see, she's doing a hair one. Let's see.
Hey everyone, today I'm trying a new to me brand called Uniqlo. Lots of you have recommended I look into it, so my package arrived yesterday, and instead of prepping and getting everything pretty, since I really was taking a complete guess on sizing and how things fit, I kept everything with the tags on. We're gonna try them on together and see what works and what doesn't. Now, before we get to that.
So that's smart. She's keeping the tags on so she can send them back too after the fact. So I just did this. I bought the 10 best-selling fashion items on Amazon. I bought 10 of the items in the top 20 list, and they are not my normal style. I'm going to try them on anyway, but there's a good chance they'll go back. That doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't like them. They just might not be my style, so I may not want to keep them. Now, I'm never going to just go buy a bunch of clothes to intentionally send them back either. I'm hoping to keep them. I'm hoping to like them, but if I don't, they may go back, okay? Now, while Marnie's talking, on the left-hand side here, you see this little pop-up that says View Products. If you click View Products, what happens is they appear, where did it go? Hold on, must be, there they are. They're right here on the right-hand side. These are all of the outfits that she is featuring. Oh, that's funny. I was just looking at those bracelets yesterday. These are all the products that she's featuring in this video. She also linked them all here in the description below, which is very nice. Now, when I interviewed Serena, she said more of her sales, affiliate sales, still come from the description than just a tagged product without it being in the description. Something to keep in mind. I'm testing mine. We'll see how that pans out. Now, in order to get these shopping links to show up like this, you have to be part of YouTube Shopping, which is YouTube's affiliate program, and it's part of the partner network. So first, partner program. So first, you have to get approved for monetization. You have to be part of the YouTube partner program, okay? That's going to allow you to start making money on your videos. Serena told me about 25% of her income comes from the ad revenue. I went down and did some studies on it, and I'm seeing as much as $20,000 per month in ad revenue alone on these videos. That alone will get you to your 250 in that ballpark. I think Serena's was about 50,000 per year. Wait, nope, I take it back. Hers was about 10,000 per month, 10 to 12,000 per month in ad revenue, just from people watching the video and having having ads show up here, not from the affiliate links. Then the other part of our income comes from affiliate links, which you can see here. And the other part of the income comes from sponsorships. So for example, we don't know, unless it's written somewhere here, Temu could have reached out to her and said, we would like to sponsor you. Or this brand, this Temu brand, Uniqlo, may have reached out to her and said, we would love to sponsor you. And what happens is the brand pays them a certain amount of money to feature their products. Now, they're not paying them to say, I like them. Then they don't. A lot of times they'll say, this is not for me, but I love this one. You know, most of the time I have found in these over 50 influencers that they are saying both. If I don't like something, I'm going to try not to put it in the video. I just would rather not have it out there at all. But if I'm trying it on from scratch, you're going to see it, right? I might try on a pair of shorts that has, I got a cute pair of shorts today I'm going to try on. Maybe there'll be too much booty hanging out, or maybe they don't fit right. And I might say that, right, when I put it on. So this is kind of an idea of the three main ways that these influencers make money: affiliate income, ad revenue, and sponsorship. And that is the sweet spot when it comes to YouTube affiliate marketing. I do the same thing with my digital marketing channel, 6 figures a year on the digital marketing space. And now I'm building a 6-figure a year influencer space, and I'm hoping to get it to the 250. That's kind of my number for that. So okay, so watch how she does over here. She does the same thing. She talks about a product.
You to see how you can take new stuff and mix it with your existing closet. So, outfit of the day, it's a lot of linen. Starting with one of my favorite new finds, this linen scrunch sleeve blazer. It's just the perfect throw on and go over a tank.
Okay, I love that she's featuring a $140 blazer, because a lot of the items she features are lower end. And like on my channel, I'm mixing them. I'm going to do a $300 dress from Anthropologie, and I'll do a $9 pair of shorts from Amazon. It's just kind of a mix depending on, and that's actually how I live. That's what my closet looks like. I have very inexpensive, cheap looking, even workout tanks, all the way up to, several $100s, not thousands like some influencers. But anyway, so you can see she does this little
over a tee, over a sundress. It's the perfect extra layer to add a little something to your outfit. And also when you're going into an office or some indoor situation that's highly air conditioned, so that was perfect. I'm wearing it over a linen shell, which has some really nice.
So you notice Marnie's doing the exact same thing. By the way, Marnie, if you see this, you look amazing. I love that outfit on you. What she's doing, she does a talking head video in one space, and she's narrating an overlay. All you do is you have this clip sitting on your computer or your phone, and you add it as an overlay to the screen, or you can make it like a split screen. It's very easy to do these. This is not complicated. And she narrates it. This is the style that I've started doing as well. I'll show you mine in a minute, and you'll see the difference on it from a beginner like me. I'm not a beginner to YouTube. I've been on YouTube 9 years. I'm just a beginner in this over 50 fashion space. Been doing it about 2 years, but I'm just now really doing it on YouTube. Also, most of these Southern girls I don't know why I'm noticing, but they're all pretty thin and petite. And I'm the first over 50 curvy influencer, not plus size. There's a difference, mid size that I found. So I think I'm carving out a nice little niche for people that are like me, because I might watch Marnie try this outfit on and go, gosh, that looks so cute, but I don't know how it would look on me because she's so petite. So people tend to follow people that they like, that they feel like they have a lot in common with. The way Marnie dresses is actually not my style at all. It's very polished. It's very, I'm going to go to the office, or I'm going to go to, I don't know what the word is, but it's not what I would normally, how I would normally dress. So although I very much like her style, I see her success level. It's incredible. I wouldn't necessarily watch her videos because I'm probably not going to buy much off of there. Although I will say her very first outfit, I probably would have. So I take that back, because I really liked that first outfit she's wearing. I think that would look cute on anybody. So you never know. But typically, followers will find influencers that they can relate to, that have a lifestyle similar to them, that kind of dress in the similar to them, body type similar to them. That's what we see anyway on Instagram and on TikTok. And by the way, most of these women are also on LTK, the Like to Know It app, and they're making money over there. Most of these women are on Amazon Influencer, and they're making money over there. Some of these women, none of these ones that I've seen, but some of us are on TikTok and we're making money over there. And that's the beauty of this, is all the different places you can be. By the way, before we go any further, this is what I coach on. And there's a link below, ballenblueprint.com. It's my blueprint coaching program. And I teach people how to build these influencer channels, whether it's just TikTok, or it's just Amazon, or it's YouTube and Amazon. We're working on Pinterest strategies. We're doing all kinds of things. And most of us are over 40. So there's a sweet spot there if you do happen to be in that age group.
Yep,
Will you have to learn tech a little bit? Yeah, you will have to use some of this, unless you've got money to hire editors for everything and all you have to do is film something and then they can do the rest, which isn't hard to do either. You can definitely sub this stuff out. Okay, another one I am loving, and I think hers says over 40. Let me pull hers up. And I'm showing you a variety so that you can really see that there's so many ways to do this. It doesn't just have to be one way. Okay. There's a lot that do just makeup. That is so not me. But if you want to, type in over 40 makeup, over 50 makeup, and you'll see what these girls are doing. Okay. My space is, I'm more lifestyle than any of these girls are. And that might not be good. I may have to narrow something down, because I do believe in niche down. We'll see. But right now I'm just kind of trying it all, see what sticks. And okay, here she is. I found her. Okay. So what I love about this Lisa, and I just discovered her a few days ago, is she's more on the high-end luxury side. And I love that, because this again shows us that you can be whoever you are, however you are, and show up, and there's an audience for you. Whether it's budget or bougie, there is a spot for you. Now, I was really enjoying watching her the other day, because although she did make one video I didn't love, where she shared what makes you attractive, and basically I didn't agree with some of the things she was saying, and I was kind of like, well, that's a little one-sided. But hey, that's how you bring in a lot of people.
The best morning, and
what I love about Lisa, and don't take that as a negative, because she does such an amazing job. And personally, I think when she sticks to her products and just talks about her products and doesn't go outside of that, she just nails it, in my opinion. What I love about her is that she does do a lot of high-end stuff. She talks about where she bought them and why she bought them. And so let's look at this one here again. She chose one spot in her house to do her talking head video. And I'm doing this at my kitchen table right now. We almost all will go wherever the best lighting is, or wherever the background is clear and you've got a space for it. That could be on your patio, for goodness sakes. Don't get caught up in your head with, where am I going to do the talking head part? But take a look here. Let's watch what she does here.
of your shower. Okay, so let me show you. So this is the body polish on Daria, which is the seaweed, the Undaria algae body wash. Okay, now I'll have that. The body oil that I just showed you, hyaluronic body serum. I think this is one of my
I'm going to fast forward.
We're disappointed that I didn't try stuff on that day, but with those out of town haul videos, I'll get back to that because there's something I want to say about that. Okay, so here is the Nanushka dress, which I think is amazing, fabulous. I love it. So excited. And then here are the Chloe shoes. See how pretty they are? They are just gorgeous, gorgeous shoes. Let me go get my bag so you can see the Dior bag too. Okay. So here is the whole look. I love black with white and pink and the whole vibe of this.
So do you see how natural, relatable? So even though she's bougie and doing all this high-end stuff, she's so natural in her delivery. She's just talking to us. I love black bags because this is what they do. She's not opening every element of the bag to show you the hardware and the stitching. She may talk about it, but that is where I think influencers go wrong. I think in this style, it's about being as relatable as possible, as approachable as possible, and really authentically sharing what you love. Now, a minute ago, she opened all those little boxes she was pulling out. I'm going to guess that was a sponsorship. And they sent her a bunch of those products because this happens to me all the time. And then she's just kind of opening the box and saying, I got this, and I got this, and I got this, and I got this. That doesn't mean she doesn't love the product, but it also doesn't mean she does. You have to listen to what she says in there. She does. I watched her yesterday talking about it on another one. But it looks like it says right here, website, Memorial Day event. There's the link. So it looks to me like she was probably sponsored in there. Now, what I noticed about Lisa is she piles on the products. When she does a video, she's 34, 35 minutes long, and she is showing a lot of products. She pulls them out at her table. Watch this.
What I have on today, it is so pretty. It is so pretty. So that's my rosewood pink. Then this is the my brown something. Okay, no. Oh my gosh. I have not used rosewood pink in a long time. My rosy nude. Let's see this one. Okay, I might like all three of them.
You see how non-scripted, non-structured these videos are? I love it because that's my style. So this is how I knew I could kind of fall in this pocket, was like, I just like talking to a camera. I just want to be real. I just want to show them what I'm doing, you know? And this is what she does. So she shows items she got, you know, like sponsored, but she shows items she's wearing. She shows items she bought while she was on a trip. She shows on here like these little towel chair. They hold a towel on a beach chair because she's traveling and she's going to the beach and she's saying, I picked these up and oh my gosh, I just love these so much. This is the style. Okay. So once again, yes, she is another very Southern petite blonde, isn't she? I pulled up 3 of those in a row. Now let me show you the opposite of these girls, which is me. Okay. All right. So I have Ballen blogger. I have multiple channels, so sometimes it takes me a minute to go, yeah, what brand is that again? All right, here we go. So we're going to pull up. Oh, it's Ballen Buys. Sorry about that. That's the other channel. Computer being a little slow. Okay, so I'm going to open this channel. I'm going to share something with you that just is, it's bananas crazy. So I built this channel by accident, I guess, sort of. I was already on TikTok doing TikTok style videos, even faceless. Let me show you an example. Come on, computer, keep up. Stop making rice the hard way and start making rice in the rice robot. You got your tiny little pan here to put your rice in. Use the little measuring cups that come with the rice robot or use your own. Rinse your rice. Now you see here when somebody clicks view products, they can buy that rice maker. Okay, it's going to show up under the description here. It's going to show up on the right hand side. You see it right there. On a phone, it looks really crystal clear to get to those products. Now, most people doing these, most people scrolling YouTube have not figured that out yet. They haven't really figured out you can shop right there on YouTube. And there's rumors that YouTube is testing in other countries, something more like TikTok, where you don't leave the platform, you buy right there on the platform. That is going to be, if that happens, the TikTok creators are going to flood YouTube. Right now, there's such an advantage because we are all early adopters over here. And we're early to the game. The YouTube affiliate program has only been around for a very short amount of time. I think it was 2 years, but it's really just now rolling out. They're starting to host events and teach people. I was invited to New York to their event. I didn't wind up going, but they're really getting behind this now. So I thought to myself, what if this was before the YouTube affiliate program? I didn't even know what it was. I thought to myself, what if I fed all these TikTok videos over to a brand new YouTube channel and just let it kind of build? And let's see what it does. That was the whole reason I started. I didn't know about these over 50 influencers. I wasn't thinking that way. I was never thinking about getting into beauty and fashion. As you can see, it's faceless. I was doing cat products. I was doing kitchen things, that kind of stuff. And I was feeding these over. And then all of a sudden, some things started taking off. And when that happened, my subscriber base, it was really a slow go the first few months. Then all of a sudden, it was like ding, 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 ding. I'm like, whoa, look at all these subscribers. So then I got an invite to the YouTube shopping program. I still only have 12,000 subscribers. When I say all of these subscribers, I'm being probably exaggerating a little bit compared to Marnie and all them. But I didn't build a channel like them yet. This was just Shorts that built this. Okay, Shorts built this YouTube channel. That being said, short form video does not convert, does not build an audience, and does not get monetized the same way long form content does. So what I found after a year of doing this, of just using software to feed my TikTok videos over to YouTube, you got to do the long form if you really want to build a channel that's going to make money. Today, that may change down the road because I think shorts are kind of the future, but long form builds a loyal audience. Long form builds interest in you, in the brand, in the buy-in of the products. Long form is where the ad revenue is. Long form, you're going to be able to do digital products and all kinds of things. And short form, I do believe it attracts interest, and that's what it's for. Short form attracts interest more than it does money. So a combination of both. That's why we're all doing both, because those short forms people are going to discover you that didn't know you were there before. Okay, so this is what I started doing, was all of those little short forms. Now, let me show you what I'm doing. I decided, all right, I'm going to go build an over 50 influencer channel. Well, here's what happens. Even though you have 12,000 subscribers, your subscribers, if you built a short form channel, are all short form watchers. They're not going to just naturally transition over to your long form content. Short form watchers are usually on their phone. Long form horizontal are usually on their television. Not always. You'd be a tablet. You could turn your phone sideways. But it is kind of a different type of shopper, okay? And if we're really targeting that over 50 audience, a lot of them are still pulling up their long form content on their television. So I have all of these hundreds and hundreds of short form. This was my first long form. Here's what I did. I literally put my phone up, attached to a little sticky tripod thing that sticks to my mirror, and a tiny, tiny little clip-on light and no mic. So this was my first one. Let's take a quick look. Well, it would be quick if the computer would be faster. For some reason, every time I'm showing video and recording, we get this. So quick wipe and then put on face cream. And now I'm like, oh, I do all these wonderful things now. Okay, we're going to wait on that one because that one goes last, apparently. So then I'm loving These. Let me do this one. So I got these in a 2-pack. These were a sample, and oh, I love. Okay, so my point here is that this is raw. It's done with a mobile phone. It's done with no microphone. It's climbing now on views. It does have products all throughout here. Look at all these products I feature in here. These are products I actually use. So I went that route for me. And there it goes. Now, is this getting a ton of views yet? No, because you have to build. You have to build your channel. Building a channel involves many videos so that YouTube can figure out who you are as a creator. So those first videos you make, you have to just understand that nobody may even see them. But what will happen is later, as your videos start to climb and you start to gain popularity, these older ones will start popping off. That's just how it works. Okay, in this one, I talk about my divorce and I'm testing. It's clear that I'm testing, right? Okay, let me do skincare. Let me do a storytelling one, because people do oftentimes find a channel because you talked about retirement, or you talked about divorce, or you talked about empty nesting, or you talked about relationships, or you talked about travel, or there's something that kind of starts getting attention, okay? So I did a couple starting over after divorce, and technically they got more views than the other ones. So I need to keep these in the mix to keep testing and watching. And as you can see, I'm just sitting at my kitchen table with these things in the background. This is my talking head style, okay? Now this one, I did have a fancier camera. Let's just take a look for a second. I sent it back. But here, let's take a look at the difference with the fancier camera.
This is definitely not the life I thought I was going to have at 53 years old, but I have to tell you that I think it's better than the life I thought I was going to have. I had a major transformation.
So you see how sharp it is. It's much clearer. It's much sharper. So there is an advocate for getting a better phone. However, I also was shooting in the right angle, where this one, I'm going to show you, I made one. This one's with my phone, but I do have a mic on. It's with my phone, but it's with the front cam. If I would have turned it around, it would have been much clearer. But I have such a hard time. I want to see myself. So next time I'm just going to AirPlay to my tablet so I can see myself and do the back cam. But I just want to show you that you can do this with your phone, okay?
Large pool float that was sent to me by Sploosh to try. One of my favorite things in my life is my pool. After my divorce, I was living in a 700 square foot apartment, little tiny apartment with my 13-year-old daughter. And I would go out to the pool that was in that apartment complex, and I would just lay there and close my eyes, and I would manifest, and I would dream of owning my own house and my own pool. And now I have it all, which is so amazing. So I love when I have new things for the pool. So this raft is extra nice because it holds 2 people. It has 2 drink holders. It has the inflatable pillow, which can come off or on. There's a drain in.
Okay, now here's one.
Sometimes it'll be items that I went out and bought and couldn't wait to have. And sometimes it'll be, oh my gosh, I'm using these things and these are what I love. We might do themes, but typically what I do is I make my videos throughout the week.
Yesterday, I did one in my home gym. Let me show you this one real quick. And then I think you're getting a really good idea of how all this works, which is really what I wanted to focus on today. So just picture, okay, now here is, oops, wrong channel. Sorry about that. Hold on. Ballen buys. So I want to show you this gym one for a second because I did make a sale. Actually, I made a sale on those last 2 already, on the affiliate sales. And just 2 of these long form videos has already earned more ad revenue than the last 50 short form videos I made. Can you imagine that? Just from making long form content. So the ad revenue already is starting to come in and is already winning. Okay. Oh, and then this one I did in my actual makeup room. And I love this style. I didn't I don't know. I have to play around with this one. This was actually the first one I did. I went into my beauty room and I did kind of like my favorite makeup. And I think I will do that again. I need to zoom in maybe a little bit more on that one. But anyway, let's take a look at my home gym one. Come on and talk to all of you guys about what I chose as a 53-year-old woman to be. Okay, my sound was off and I'm not sure what I did wrong there. I should have edited this and increased the volume, but something was going on with my mic and the volume is pretty low. So let me turn this up. Every now and again, but not very often. And I had another room that I was keeping as a guest room and nobody was ever here. And so I finally sat down one day and said, I need to build spaces for me. I live here. I'm here every day. I can always modify if there's guests in some way or another. Okay, now I show it will automatically, when he says, you know, whatever, go to a certain resistance, it'll do these things here. You can also modify, you can also change it. The sound is, so this is cool because I was able to show them the machine, but then over here, I was able to show them me rowing on it. Right? So what I do is I set up a camera all the time. If I'm cooking, if I'm in my gym, if I'm doing yoga, if I'm taking a walk, if I'm cleaning my house, I just pop up a camera and I'll record for like 10 minutes of something. And then I save them all to my photos. I have a Mac and everything is being saved right here. That's funny, I'm synced to the wrong library right now. So hold on, that's my sister-in-law. But everything is saved right here in my libraries. And then over here, I have all of these folders. I'm actually synced to the wrong library right now and I don't know, so I can't show you exactly. But if you saw the correct library, you would see all of these videos that I just saved because I don't know when I'm gonna use them. And then I just go into that video and I save it under certain keywords and I save it in albums and then I'm able to pull it from my phone or from wherever I am. This computer just happens to be synced to a different library. So then I kind of always have this little B-roll. I didn't sit down and film myself on that rowing machine. You can see I'm not even wearing the same outfit wherever it was, I don't think. But I definitely did not film it at that moment. So I just saved it and I'll go, okay, let me get myself on the elliptical. Today, let me get myself using my Hex-Clad pans in the kitchen. Today, let me get myself using my vacuum cleaner. And I just prop up a tripod and I record it. And then I have all of these little items to do the text overlay. And on the fashion one that I was showing you, what was really cool about this one, not the welcome to my home gym, this one, what I bought and what I got, all of these videos I'm putting here in the little text overlay, they were TikTok videos. They were videos that I made
Raft
first.
is extra nice.
So that video of me showing the raft, that was a TikTok video. I actually made it, uploaded it to TikTok, tagged that product, sold some for affiliate commissions. It's saved in my hard drive. So at the end of the week, I do a recap. Here's my favorite items for the week. And how do I do that? They're all based on the TikTok videos that I made. So I'm not refilming anything. I'm literally, so here's a pair of just super casual beach pants.
Next on the list, I have another pair of the Tars pants. And these are the blue harem pants like I was just showing you in the tan. And I paired them with a very short little crop top that I picked up from the beach. But even as short as that little tank crop top is, you're not seeing belly, which is what I love because the pants are high rise enough and the top is cropped. Personally, I feel like even though I'm 53, I know I don't.
So you see how this, I'm trying to be helpful. I'm trying to get, that should have been level, a little more level maybe. Trying to be helpful. I'm trying to give them my stats so that they understand this is the size I want to buy. This is what I'm looking at. Okay. So again, I do feel like themed videos work best. So my next one, I just got the box. I'm in a steam in there today. My next one is, it's I don't know what the title is going to be, but it's the top 10 items in women's fashion on Amazon. And let me just tell you, they're cheap. They're cheap, 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 cheap. We're talking $9, $10, $15, except for the Brooks tennis shoes, which I'm glad to buy because I wanted those anyway. Those were more expensive. But I figured if I could do summer dresses, I could do, watch this. If you open Harpa Chrome extension, this is running my, or just open ChatGPT. This is running my ChatGPT. Type in here, I have an over 50 lifestyle channel, women's fashion, beauty. Give me weekly theme ideas for my YouTube videos. This is how easy it is. Hold on one second. There we go. Neutrals. That's a good topic. Beauty hacks for mature skin. Capsule wardrobe. Timeless fashion pieces. Dress codes. How about specific clothing niches like resort wear? Let's do office outfits. So I'm kind of trying to get more in that ballpark there. Let's see what it comes up with. Resort wear essentials, office outfits, evening glamour. Oh, date night. That'd be a good one. Casual chic, beach vacation packing list, active lifestyle. The other thing you can do is you can have ChatGPT analyze the other YouTube channels and it'll tell you what to create. That we'll save that for another video, but you never have to guess what to create. So my combination is going to be one, whatever I'm making for the week on TikTok. And if I can get those two aligned, this is going to be really strategic. And it's really cool too, because I get a lot of free products on TikTok and then I can use them cross promote, making my videos and on Amazon and everything. Not the higher end stuff that I would buy like at, Buckle and Anthropology and a lot of the things I buy at Nordstrom and whatnot. Those are not going to be on TikTok for the most part. And then I can repurpose and I can make money on all this. The other thing I'm going to do is specific theme weeks, like swimsuits, tummy control bathing suits, whatever. And the other thing I'm going to do is whatever I'm inspired by. That was my gym yesterday. I was walking into my gym to work out and I said, this would make a great video. And I just grabbed the camera. No makeup, didn't care, just made the video and I sold something. And I sold something off of this one too. And I'd hardly have any views. Right? So it really kind of shows you what the opportunity is. And, right now I've made about $35 on these two videos, on my last two videos. It's pennies right now. I mean, it's not pennies. I'm getting paid every time I produce. That's a pretty darn good thing right there. But you won't in the beginning. It'll be nothing. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be like, why isn't nobody watching my videos? Just make the videos consistently. No less than 2 long form videos per week would be my recommendation. We can talk about turning those into shorts later. There's software for that. It's super easy. Or you can do what I do and start with the short videos and turn them into the long form like I'm doing here. That's a way to do it. Get yourself like 10 videos in there before you judge anything. And I would say about 3 months, 90 days of doing 2 long form videos and a bunch of short videos in that mix will really start launching your channel. It might take you 6 months. It might take you a year to get your channel monetized, or you might be one of the lucky ones. Something goes viral and a week later you're in. It's hard to say. That's why I say try a bunch of things, see what sticks, see what people like. You're going to know what they like because they're going to start commenting. Okay. I'm not there yet. I've just started. Oh, this one, Trader Joe's shopping haul. Went to the grocery store, recorded my Trader Joe's shopping haul.
And at that, things are going to go bad. Now, this is another.
I look scary, not an ounce of makeup. I should have turned the video around and done it back camera. Would have been a much better quality. But who cares? Just make the videos. Get the people watching. Let things start building. That's going to give you data. You can't tell what works if you don't start testing things. And just because something worked for Marnie doesn't mean it'll work for you. And just because something worked for Serena doesn't mean it'll work for you. However, if something worked for Marnie and something worked for Serena and you're in that pocket, it will probably also work for you. So get inspiration from what they're creating as well. If it fits and it makes sense for you to also make that video, that's what top people do. They look at what's working and they put their own spin on it. Anyway, that is how you can make $250,000 just as an estimate average, becoming an over 50 influencer on YouTube. I'm Lori Ballen. Love to have you in the coaching group.